Hey, this is Dan Lamb Pro coming to you live. 100 videos in 100 days, episode number 40. What we're going over today is the differences in 3 different types of cameras and how you use those cameras for different reasons. Hey, let's get started. We have different cameras for different reasons. Now, what we're covering today, we're going to cover the iPhone, we're going to cover the camcorder, and we're going to cover what they call a mirrorless camera, or a DSLR, as they used to be called, and how you can use these different cameras for different reasons, because one camera may not necessarily complement the project that you're doing at the time. For example, you can use an iPhone where you strategically locate those cameras around the positioning of your talent. So if your talent is on the stage, say behind a podium or as a presenter, and they're pretty much stationary or static, then you can locate those iPhones where they're not walking in and out of frame. So you don't have to worry about panning and zooming. So where your talent might be on stage, and you can put those iPhones in position and then have them coming into an internal software using it as a switcher, that's fine. You don't have to do a lot of zooming. You don't have to do a lot of following the talent around or zooming and panning. So you can set those particular cameras in that way, and they're very good for that particular use. Just like you can use a cinematic camera or iPhone camera like the 13 Max Pro, you can use that in order to pre-record footage, take it into your edit suite, and make a movie, a short, a documentary, or anything out of it with superb and excellent footage. I'm not a representative of iPhone. I'm just saying what that particular phone is capable of when complementing the correct project. When you use a camcorder, you want to use a camcorder or use your camcorders because a lot of times they have the zoom lens that's capable of following your talent from far away and capable of following your talent when they may be moving about on the stage. So you might have a presenter, or you may have something like a play or a musical concert where you want to follow different talent around the stage, and a camcorder is probably the best camera to complement that particular job. A lot of times it's because camcorders, whether prosumer or professional, have the zoom lens capable of zooming and panning from far distances. And it can be manually focused or automatic focused in a very short period of time, depending on your experience. Now with these mirrorless cameras and what we used to call DSLRs, you want to use those like you see a lot of people using them for close-ups because they're doing live streaming, and those cameras is good for that particular use because a lot of times in the past they had problems with being on a certain length of time as well as autofocus. They're pretty good for stationary projects, especially with live streaming being as popular as it is. So if you have a mirrorless camera or a DSLR that's pretty much dated, you can still use that with some of the new software that allow you to bring it in different programs and use it as a webcam. So it's pretty good for that. So if you want to have different angles during your live stream, you can use a mirrorless or DSLR camera. And you may be using them to show 3 or 4 angles on your live stream, or put one on your guest and put one on yourself. Then they're very good cameras. So each camera is not a good or a bad or advantage or disadvantage. It depends on what you're using that particular camera for and what you're trying to accomplish when you complete your project. We're just going over those particular 3 cameras so you can use the proper camera to complement your project. Hey, my name is Dan Lamb Pro. This is 100 videos in 100 days, episode 40. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. Make sure you hit that subscribe and that like button. Until next time, hey, I'm Dan Lamb Pro.